welcome to Cooking with Sally J. And this is still the same Monday as when we cooked the chicken stew. But my husband and I have to eat, and he's working today. So, well, he works every day, but he's putting a roof on today. So, I'm watching little Munchkin and making sure she doesn't touch the camera. You did good. You did good. This is an easy, tasty supper. So what you're going to need is a 3-pound roast. This might be a little less than that. There's just the two of us, so it don't matter. Yes, mine is frozen. So you just take the bag and take the stuff off it. And then you're going to need 3 cups. Well, it said 3 12-ounce cans of Pepsi. I'm sitting here holding it. Can't think of what it is. So 36 ounces. And this cup has 16 ounces. So there's 16. You're just going to pour it over the top of your roast. You're like, Pepsi, are you nuts? So 16 and 16 is 32. That's 4 cups. That's too much, I think. Twelve, 6, 36 ounces. Well, you know what? 4 cups is enough. So 4 cups of Pepsi instead of the ounce mark, because I think 36 is too much. And then you're going to need a package, 1 package of onion Lipton soup mix. Just sprinkle that over the top. Put your lid on. And we're going to turn it in and put it on low and cook it. It's 10:30 now, and I'm cooking it till 6. He won't be home till 6. And I'll be back when it's time to put the vegetables in. Have a good morning. Okay, so we are back to put the stuff in our roast. Now, when you are roasting in an oven, like I had a while back, I did a chicken dinner in the oven. Your vegetables go in about 2 hours before the cooking is done. In a crock pot, I usually double that time. It's not going to hurt anything because everything's slow in cooking. So for Bruce and I, it's just the 2 of us, so I did some potato up. And I just stick it right in with the roast. And I sliced up about 3 carrots. That's more than enough for 2 people. So if you're going to make a bigger roast and you want to still do it in your crock pot, you can. Just if you're going to have 6 people, 6 potato. And carrots you might want to do, 8, slice them up because it goes a ways when you slice it up. You just lay it on the top, and it's going to be going on low until supper. So this one will have, it's going to have about 6 hours. The vegetable's going to have about 6 hours in there with the meat. The meat is going to be a total of 9 hours. So that's all there is to cooking a easy, simple 3-ingredient, besides the vegetables, meal in your crock pot. And when it's finished, I'll let you see what it looks like. Okay. Just got a message from Mr. Wonderful that he's on his way home, and it's 25 minutes to 7. So at this point, I really don't care. But anyway, I'm going to get the meat ready. I typically cook a bigger roast. Anyway, this is the roast, which come out very nice and is very tender. And the potatoes. See that it's got a nice flavor. A nice flavor. They will have a nice flavor because of being cooked in the Pepsi. But I will tell you, you don't have a strong Pepsi taste We had a preacher friend of ours, Bobby and Yazini, we had them to supper one night, and he's like, oh, I mean, he's just making all kinds of noises. You know, how did you cook this? How did you make this gravy? And I said, when you're done eating, I'll tell you. So then, when he got done eating and I told him it was Pepsi, he blew a gasket. Like, if you know Bob, he's loud and crazy anyway. And he's like, no, I don't drink Pepsi, I don't drink Pepsi. And I said, well, you didn't drink it tonight, you ate it. And you liked it. So, that was fun to do that. So I am going to show you quickly, hopefully, how I do the gravy. And honestly, this is hot anyway. I'm not going to fool with that. Still a little hot. Pour that in here. About a cup. This is a bigger cup. So that's 2 cups, which is what I figured I'd do anyway. And I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch right here. Typically, I am a flour person. I use flour for that, but I want it to, this will just thicken nice. For 2 cups. Maybe just a little bit more. Because where that's hot already, you don't need to microwave it or anything. It just will make it that much more. And the gravy has just a nice flavor. The first time I ever made this recipe, I did not put vegetables in it. I just made the roast, and I did not dare to make gravy with it. I did not want to make gravy with it. All right, I don't want to put more cornstarch in that, so I'm gonna microwave it for about a minute. And I'll talk to you while I'm doing that. So, I just cooked it as a roast, because I didn't dare, because I'm like, really? We cooked it in Pepsi, that was probably the limit. But the next time I made it, I decided to add carrots and potato, and it just absorbed into it. It's not overly sweet. It's really just a very nice flavor. It almost feels like you went to a French restaurant or something, which I am partially French, so hey, it worked. I just threw my fork away. It has been a full day, people. I decided I need to cook everything up in one day, but I do. So, come right in, and see, that thickened up nice. You can come in. He is awful cute. That's what his saving grace is most of the time, is that he's very cute. Other than that, I might be slapping him a little more. So that's how you make gravy with the cornstarch, and I'm just going to bring it up a little closer so you can see. Don't know what you can see. Boop, boop. There. That'll be something for you to laugh about. So, thank you for spending time with me and my craziness in my crazy house, which I love very much. Have a good evening, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that little bell and you'll get my notifications, or you can go to my Cooking with Sally Facebook page and like it, and all the recipes and the videos you can find over there also. Have a good evening, and God bless.